Continue to track a freezing into the week before we'll possibly catch snowfall here this weekend. Seeing clouds, though, clearing nicely for our Friday afternoon. That's been a bit faster than previously forecast. Already seeing western counties early this afternoon, really quickly clearing out of that lower cloud cover. These low clouds during the wintertime, a bit stubborn to forecast, but with that clearing trend for the rest of this afternoon, should get some areas in mid-Missouri back to near that 40 mark today. Generally seeing our highs in the upper 30s and wind gusts today near those teens and about 20 miles per hour will keep us feeling a few degrees colder, so overall definitely want extra layers if you're going to head outdoors, and we'll still expect more of that winter chill this weekend as we lose clouds overnight. You'll see that starting out tomorrow, temperatures do get down to below freezing, just likely in the early morning getting back to those 30s as we'll watch more of those clear skies to start out the weekend, but clouds do return quickly through Saturday, topping that warm up out back to near seasonal conditions in the afternoon and about that 40 mark here. Again, pretty similar conditions for Saturday, but we'll be tracking our next system on the way. Already seeing low pressure that's formed out to the west. That will be arriving likely for late Saturday, again bringing clouds back for the afternoon, so we'll likely only see those conditions, those temperatures, I should say, warming back to those upper 30s here, and that will likely bring some possible rainfall on the onset of this into the mid-afternoon, but that does really switch to snowfall generally for our northern counties into the evening. We'll see that filling out about past dinner time, so certainly we'll be good to go for the first half of the day, but again, by the afternoon is where we want to watch for that first onset of this precipitation. Seeing clearing clouds briefly into early Saturday, but definitely expect this system to bring those wintry impacts here through the second half of the day. Already getting that first initial light precip. Again, about the early afternoon, we'll see this favoring more of this rain to a wintry mix for our southern counties, certainly south of I-44 with those warmer temperatures, generally seeing more rainfall possible there, but that does switch that. You'll see to snow more favoring that, especially for our northern counties as we get into Sunday morning. We'll see possibly lighter flakes sticking around with this through the second half of the weekend, and overall that will round out our snow totals to just about a trace to an inch along the I-70 corridor, and marginally higher amounts possible in northern Missouri here. We'll have to watch where the heaviest of this precip is aiming. It does look like that could brush our northern counties, but generally expecting lower precip amounts with this, as that will be really running into some warmer air, especially on the onset. Again, temperatures a few degrees above freezing with that, but we'll be tracking even our next system on the way into next week here with temperatures generally a bit cooler here. We're seeing our snow totals already just a bit higher. This is again into next week. This is not our snow chances for the weekend. We're again seeing this generally a bit higher into next week. Could even see some of these chances for some marginally higher amounts creeping in, but that is still looking low for now. We'll definitely get a better picture of how much snow that could bring as we get closer to next week and past this first system. Certainly, though, already expect some of those wintry impacts as we get into this weekend.